Hey guys, are you ready for your 10-minute upper body arm workout using water bottles? Let's start here, arms nice and wide. This is your reminder that there are absolutely no excuses to not do a little workout every day. 10 minutes is nothing, right? And I'm just using water bottles. If you have weights or you have something else, use that. Let's start out nice and wide, shoulders are down. We're gonna begin with some little tiny circles. And you might think, water bottles, right, whatever. Guess what? At the end of these 10 minutes, you're gonna feel like you got some great work just implementing and using things in your home. So if you're sitting there watching this thinking, what the heck is she doing? Just grab something and do this with me. And at the end of 10 minutes, you're gonna feel a little bit stronger and you're gonna feel better about yourself that you got up out of your chair, that you got off that couch, that you pushed yourself away from your desk and your computer and your Instagram and your Facebook or whatever else you're doing to waste time, as I do every single day, and you're here working with me. All right, so are you feeling anything yet? I'm just doing little tiny circles. Here's a couple little ideas to talk about your alignment and your posture. I've got my feet wide. I've got my legs straight, but I'm not locking out my knees. Lower your tailbone just a little bit. Draw your belly in and up. Make sure that you keep your shoulders down out of your ears. We've got about 30 more seconds of these little tiny circles, round and round. Elbows are extended. Always know that if you need less work, you can bend the elbows. So bent arms is going to be a little less intense than straight arms. So that's always an option. How are we doing so far? Are you guys doing great? All right, let's give this about 10 more seconds. We're going to change it up. If you need to take a rest, go for it. If you can stay with me for the whole 10 minutes, that's awesome too. All right, let's pause for a moment. Keep your arms out to your side and step in a little bit closer. I'm gonna circle the other direction. So if you were going back, let's go forward. If you were going forward, let's go back. Now, if you'd like to add a little bit more challenge, see if you can balance on one foot. Keep those arms moving, little tiny circles and balancing. When you lift up that leg, let's see if we can keep the knee and the hip parallel. And I'm gonna continue moving. When we add movement to our balance challenge, that just makes it harder. So let's keep moving in these little tiny circles. Heart is lifted, belly is in. I'm gonna continue moving in small circles. Keep those arms going and let's switch legs. Here we go, guys. Take that other foot down and then float up with your opposite knee. And you might find that one side is easier than the other. Are you feeling your arms yet? All right, here we go. Let's keep after it. Little tiny circles, little tiny circles. So sometimes we do big movements and sometimes we do small movements. And they're all good, they're just different. We wanna break it up, shake it up, and confuse our muscles so that we never get used to anything we're doing. And we're always challenging ourselves, getting stronger and building muscle and creating definition in our muscles. Let's go about 10 more seconds here. I'm not timing this exactly. If you know me, you know I don't watch the clock very well. All right, keep those arms out. Take your feet out into that wide plie. Oopsie. All right, we're gonna bend the elbows. Oh, that already feels a little bit better. And now we're gonna press back a little bit. And as you come down a little bit lower, you're gonna start to feel more legs, more lower body. Keep pressing back, you guys. Opening the chest, squeezing the shoulder blades back, feeling a beautiful stretch in the front of your body. Those pectorals need to stretch. And I'm squeezing my shoulder blades together really tight. It's like you're making a little cleavage in your upper back. So this is a great way to work those postural muscles, those muscles that we need to stand up straight, the muscles that get weak and overstretched when we sit at a desk, over a computer, when we are driving. Even good things like cycling or hiking, we can tend to hunch forward a little bit. So we are opening up our front of our body. Can you go just a little lower and kick in with some lower body? I know this is an upper body workout, but hey, let's multitask if we can. How are you feeling so far? Can you give me about 10 more seconds right here? Go just a little bit lower. Keep squeezing back through those shoulder blades. Last 4 and 3 and 2. Good. Straighten out the arms, guys. Lift up. And then we're going to bring it down and cross and lift up again into a giant X, and this time cross the other arm over. Bring it up. So my toes are out, my heels are in, and I'm making my body into a giant X and lifting up and bringing it down. Take it as low as you feel comfortable. Come on down, lift it up. Here we go again. Take it low. So it's as though the crown of our head is just reaching towards the ceiling. You can imagine that you're balancing a platter on your head so that you've got to keep everything lifted and light so that you can really focus on the posture and the alignment. When we practice this mindfully, it becomes second nature to us, and then we walk out the door and this is our normal, natural posture. It's just like anything. We have to practice it. And then after a while, we don't have to think about it. It's just part of who we are. Are you breathing? Let's give this about 10 more seconds. Lifting up, crossing, lifting up. Good, last two guys. You got this. All right, one more time. We're gonna keep the arms up this time. I'm gonna walk my feet back in a little bit closer. Elbows are gonna go out wide. Just gonna push up and down. And as you press up, extend your arms and feel your arms by your ears. Keep those elbows out nice and wide, and you can stay here nice and solid on the ground, or you can alternately add a knee lift. I got a chair in my way. Take it up and take it down. Push it up and take it down. Good, just like a little marching exercise. Always being careful not to lose your neck in your shoulders, right? So we want to keep a nice long neck. Elbows wide, lift up and down. Good, so believe it or not, you can add a wee bit of cardio here. Remember, moving your body in any way is better than not moving it at all. So don't overthink this. Don't think it has to be some amazing choreographed sequence. If you don't know what to do, just move. Hopefully I'm giving you some ideas. If you practice this, this also will become second nature to you. It doesn't have to be complicated or fancy. You don't have to have amazing equipment or an amazing gym. You can do this right here. I'm in my dining room. Let's go about 10 more seconds. You got this, you guys. Finish up with 4 more. And here we go. Last 2. All right, let's keep those arms up, just like this. I'm gonna come straight down and straight up. All right, you guys, I'm making this up as I go. And I know you can do this too. Just any way you can move your arms, adding this little bit of resistance. And believe it or not, in 10 minutes, we can accomplish a lot, right? So straight up. I'm gonna go from the side so you can see. I'm gonna move my chair in. Here we go, straight down and straight up. Good, arms by your ears. Good, lots of great shoulder work. Let's go for about 10 more seconds. Up and down. And remember, if you are chair bound for any reason, this is stuff that you can do seated as well. Here we go, take it here. I'm going to get out to the side. I'm drawing this little rainbow around my body. If you'd like to add challenge, come up on your tippy toes and back down. So lift up, tap, and bring it back down. Take it up and back down. Good. Without shrugging the shoulders, elbows stay extended. Up on the tippy toes for balance challenge. Good. Take it up and take it down. Good. How are we doing so far? Lift up and down. Nice. Always keep that awareness of your core. So abs have to engage before we move other parts of our body. It keeps us safe, it keeps us stable, helps us keep our balance. And when we practice this, then when we're doing our other activities like riding a bike or running or skiing or rock climbing or playing tennis or golf or surfing, I mean, anything you love to do, you're gonna do this much better, more effectively, efficiently, and safely if you're keeping your core engaged. Last 4 here, guys. Take it up and down. You got it. Ooh, up to the tippy toes and down. Last 2. Take it up. And one more time. I'm going to turn to the side, keeping my feet about hip width apart. Hinge at the hips and scoot my booty behind me with my shoulders pulled back and my heart lifted I'm gonna keep these water bottles behind my body and do little tiny pulses. Focusing on keeping length of the spine. That means drawing the abdominal muscles in super strong to support the back. Every time I press back, I'm feeling this beautiful squeeze between my shoulder blades. So I'm working my rhomboids and my rear deltoids, which is the back part of your shoulder. We need to build strength there. Keep pressing back. This is a postural exercise. If you want it to be harder, sit a little lower, making sure that your hips are back. You're putting a little more weight into your heels, maybe even lifting your toes up inside your shoes. Keep pressing back, guys. Good. We've got about 10 more seconds. We're going to focus on back here for a few minutes. Belly in, heart lifted, hips back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come on up. I'm going to turn my back on you because here's what we're doing next. We're going to squeeze in and squeeze in. Good. Take a look from the side. I'm trying to keep my shoulders down. I hope that I'm giving you an example of good posture. Chin is parallel to the floor. Think about stacking your earlobes above your shoulders and keeping your chin pulled back ever so slightly. Good. Every time I press back, I'm squeezing. I wish that I could touch these bottles together, but I don't have that range of motion in my shoulders. Do the best you can here, guys. Good. Lower that tailbone just a little bit. Take arch out of your back. That's going to engage your low, deep abs a bit more. Can you give me 10 more seconds here? Stay with me, guys. Last 4, 3. I'm going to turn my back on you again. But first, I want to show you what we're doing. Take it straight out in front, all right? We're going to pull the shoulder blades back and forward. It's a very small movement. Elbows stay completely straight. Pull the shoulders back. It's called scapular retraction. So I'm going to turn my back on you so you can see. I'll move my hair. We're going to pull the shoulders back and forward. Pull the shoulders straight back and forward. Side view again. Pull back. It's retracting a scapula, pulling the shoulders behind you. Take that time to get a really nice squeeze. Bring it forward and squeeze. Good. Stay with me. Front view. Pull back and squeeze. See how my arms are staying straight? Don't bend the elbows. You might feel like you're only moving an inch or so. That's okay. It's really focusing on the upper back. And let's go about 4 more times. Squeeze back and forward. Squeeze it back. Here we go. Last 2. Squeeze back. 1 more time. Squeeze back. Nice job, you guys. Now, if you've got the range of motion in shoulders, let's just do some circles. It's like doing snow angels standing up, or sand angels if you're at the beach. So just getting all that motion in your shoulders, getting movement there, all these nice circles, getting the synovial fluid to move around the joints. This is so good to keep your range of motion. Let's go 4 more this way and then we'll reverse it. We always have one way that feels better than the other. Are you ready to switch sides? Bring it up and go the other way. Here we go. One is going to feel better. See if you can cross, switch which bottle goes in front or which weight. Cross it. Good. And cross it. Good. And cross it. Nice job, you guys. 4 more right here. Ooh, finish up with your last 2. 1 more time. Let's finish up with 1 more thing. Taking the feet nice and wide, bending the elbows. I'm going to add a little core work. Push and switch. Try to keep the shoulders down, nice and level. Keep the feet firm into the floor. And as you push across, get that rotation through your spine. So we're getting a little core work. Good. Push across, twist as much as you can. Good. So anytime we can strengthen our core is a good thing. And anytime we can get movement in our spine, that means rotation, side bends, forward bends, and back bends. That's also a really good thing. So the whole key is this. Motion is the lotion. I didn't make that up. One of my older clients mentioned that to me, and I think he was totally right. When we move, we feel better. Doesn't have to be perfect, doesn't even have to look good. we're just moving. So I'm really happy that you joined me today in this upper body water bottle workout. I think you're amazing. Remember, keep moving every day, and I'll see you tomorrow for some lower body work. See you guys.